Hey everyone, welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution Challenge Mode on Isla Muerta East. I played a little bit in between episodes so that we can get this Huayangosaurus released that meets the criteria for both of those contracts, so here we go.
I wasn't entirely sure about this one, but you proved me wrong.
And right on cue, when things seem to be going well, we have a disease.
Well done indeed.
But now we have plenty of money to be able to handle placing this ranger station down.
Here's a new security contract.
Oh, interesting. I haven't gotten that contract before. Let's see.
Predators should always be a little hungry. That's what gives them their edge.
My advice? Take this contract.
Looks like Huayangosaurus needs a few more trees, so we can fix that while the ranger station's being built. As you can see, I expanded the enclosure just a little bit because I knew Huayangosaurus was going to have more requirements. I'm gonna get that release dinosaurs contract done, so I'm gonna just incubate 2 more Struthiomimus while I'm over here. And income from guest facilities, I'm gonna get rid of that, because I don't have any buildings that give me income right now.
Hello. I was wondering
Alright,
if
I'm
you'd
pretty
be
sure that's
interested in
for
a new
Edmontosaurus. So, as you can see, we're at 1 hour and 16 minutes, so I had about...
with the genetic origins of our planet. Today, prehistoric life forms. Tomorrow, who knows?
I had a bit around 15 to 20-ish minutes of gameplay in between episode 1 and 2. It was mainly just I got some more contracts done and got the Huayangosaurus genome up high enough, and that was really about it.
New objective incoming. Skies clearing.
Okay, we finally got the common cold taken care of. That was really annoying. My goodness. I know I don't have... I need to just
That's a job
put some
well
gates in there and take the medicine, I suppose, because that was really genuinely annoying.
Your dinosaur count is right where we want it. And by we, I mean me and the science division. But mostly, you know, me. Anyway, well done.
Always a pleasure to work with you. When things go wrong, who do they turn to first? You guessed it. So consider this contract part of us always being ready.
Alright, let's get the research center built, and hopefully this time we can actually keep it here and not demolish it. We have 2 Ceratosaurus contracts down there, and I'm getting the genome pretty high up right now. There's several Ceratosaurus fossils being scanned. So I should be able to release a Ceratosaurus that gets both of those done. Which will be good because Krampus over here... How old is Krampus? Well, she's only 17. So, that was weird. Did you see that? The expected lifespan is going between 58 and 59. I've never seen that before. Is she hungry or something? Oh, that's weird. I have this on every 20 minutes and it seems to be fine.
You'll never let your foot off the gas until that
No, none of
contract
them
crossed
seem
the
to be
finish
hungry
line.
yet, so that's good.
I've got something for you.
Ooh,
If you're
another
interested.
guest shelter contract that I can spam. Before I started recording, I actually grabbed the success rate 1.0, and then I had to demolish a research center because I didn't have any money. So, if you were wondering, if you demolish a research center while something is being researched, the progress does return to you when you rebuild it, so... Let's see if I can use some of our terrain tools to flatten some of this stuff out here.
I would say thanks. In fact, I'm going to say thanks. Have I done it yet? It feels like I have.
Warning. Sabotage.
Oh good, Isaac sabotaged us again. I had a feeling that was coming.
Visual on the asset. That's a hit. Objective completed.
No dinosaurs detected.
Okay, well, we're getting quite a lot of minerals, which is a very nice thing for us. Give me something that's doable for once,
Business
Isaac.
is
Okay,
good,
thank
but it
you.
can always be better. Consider this contract.
I'm pretty sure that Ceratosaurus is actually done, or it'll be at like 99% once these are done. I think it'll be at 100, so I'm just gonna wait until it's a 100% genome Ceratosaurus, and then we will incubate it, and I won't have to worry about failure. That's the first Get Fossils contract I've received from Isaac in this playthrough. I'm kind of curious if any of you all have noticed. It just seems like you get more of the expedition or Get Fossil contracts from science and security than entertainment. Okay, so for right now, I just want to make sure that this Ceratosaurus meets all of the requirements before I incubate it. A 102 rating, and I just need to successfully incubate for the other one. So I'm gonna just get those two contracts done, and I'm gonna hold off. Well, actually, there's probably some research I can do. Any other notable dinosaurs: Crichtonsaurus, Proceratosaurus, Sinoceratops, and Dracorex. For right now, we don't need to worry about those because I don't even have Edmontosaurus and Triceratops finished. But what I can do is start getting these power station upgrades, because I'll need those eventually. Is Huayangosaurus at 100% genome? It is. So let's have a 100% genome Huayangosaurus, and that'll get the Release Dinosaurs contract done. This might be enough to get us to 1 star also, come to think of it. And I'm definitely going to have to make this dispense more often, because that's definitely not often enough. Okay, our Huayangosaurus outpaced the Ceratosaurus, so we'll go ahead and release this one.
Ah, the Huayangosaurus, another member of the Stegosaurians.
Alright, head on in there so we can release the Ceratosaurus, please. There we go.
With you on my team, there's no stopping us.
Alright, we just got tons of contracts done, so that'll be good for us.
That you appear to have successfully reached our dinosaur count goal. This is how to make a name for yourself. So well done.
Check this out. A new contract that I think you're really gonna like.
That is a textbook example of doing it right.
And we will name this one we'll go with Kratos again. I liked that one from Sanctuary. Alright, let's see what our next contracts will be. Okay, so shelter coverage. I'm not really even sure what's not. Oh, I guess the facility buildings want coverage. So we'll put a shelter over here. That'll be a fairly... That's interesting. I'm not sure why that's blocked, but let's put that there. And, photograph Edmontosaurus, we're gonna get rid of that. And we're very far away from having a Triceratops. So let's see if we can get some better contracts in here.
Opportunity
like that one.
Answer.
When I was younger,
Alright, that's fine. We need to increase our facility rating anyway. So that might actually be what's holding us back from reaching 1 star, is I don't have any facility-based buildings right now, so let's make some room for those real quick.
The last thing you'll want is hungry dinosaurs in your park. Use a ranger team to resupply feeders.
Food, clothing, shelter. Here on the island, we provide it all. For a price, of course.
Oh, that's interesting. Even though I turned off the power, it still remembers its last task. It's kind of funny.
See, this is what we need more of around here. You see an opportunity and you seize it. Cheers.
Let's grab a picture while we're over here. Alright, and we just got 3 more contracts done.
Hey, I just received a new contract you are definitely going to want to check out.
We're taking this one to the bank. And we got you.
Alright, there we go. 1 star. That was... I was gonna say I felt like we had enough dinosaurs between the 2 Huayangosaurus and the 2 Ceratosaurus.
Spectacular. One for the ages, which for our facilities seems appropriate.
Give me one for a, oh my god, the
That's how good it is.
combat victories. And these are always annoying. If you have like a designated enclosure for like a very high-powered dinosaur to kill other dinosaurs, it can be a great way to make money, but every time you have to get rid of them, it's a very expensive,
I'd be
like,
disappointed if you reject it.
$200,000 to get rid of this one.
Monitor any transactions the way you would monitor the dinosaurs, and we'll be fine. But lose this deal, and you're going to have to deal with me.
Take this contract.
Struthiomimus with a rating of 8. Alright, I think we can handle that. Sell to Edmontosaurus. Get rid of that one. 400 guests. Failed to hatch. Oh. And try again. It'd be great if you guys could give me some contracts that aren't total garbage. Like, okay, that's better. Because Triceratops is at 48%, so... Visitor count, probably should get rid of that one, because it's a pretty small hit, and we're not really close to releasing another big-ticket dinosaur.
We don't always get offers like this.
Really?
Consider it carefully.
Okay, let's get this one done anyway. And I'm not sure if you can hear the person, but it sounds like we got a storm coming in.
Wow, keep this up and the sky's the limit.
And I obviously don't have any storm defenses, so hopefully this is just a calm storm or a tornado that doesn't hit anything.
The science division has something you should take a look at if you'd be
They are
so
really
kind.
giving me some crummy contracts right now.
You've done good work.
Really? Like, I don't even have that researched.
This contract. If you can complete
Alright,
this
finally
contract,
one that
I
isn't
can see good
completely
things in your future. If you
impossible.
fail, I see me in your future.
We need to start grabbing medical treatments, by the way. Okay, and it just in time for it to be damaged by the storm. I don't think I've had this many frustrating things happen in any playthrough in a while.
When another contract comes up, I'm turning to you first.
Alright, thankfully we got a Triceratops fossil from that.
contract?
Alright.
This contract.
I can manage this one because this basically is just asking me to build the gift shop.
I've just reviewed the numbers. Things are looking good. Well done.
Alright, so let me see here. Huayangosaurus is susceptible to this one, I think, and then Ceratosaurus is susceptible to Campylobacter, so we'll grab this one first.
That contract is accomplished because of you.
Kind of like disrupts the mood of the storm when you keep getting bombarded with 5,000 contracts. Alright, storm's over. Get this done. Just make sure these... They shouldn't be trying to break out, but I've had a couple of times recently where a dinosaur was nowhere near below its comfort threshold and it tried to break out just once. Like, it would just hit the fence one time, like it was testing it, and I hadn't seen that before, so I was a little confused. Alright, let's get rid of this Euoplocephalus contract. Dinosaur running and 5-star facility we can handle.
3 words.
Alright, I can handle that one
you,
too.
Yes.
Alright, is anything minorly damaged? Yep, that's on fire. I love how it's like, oh, it's just on fire. It's not, it doesn't really require to be fixed. Let's see. And they don't seem too intent on running for us. There we go. And I
These photos, right? These are for sale.
definitely am gonna need another feeder with how many dinosaurs I'm trying to shove into this small enclosure for the time being.
That's how we do. Am I right?
I like
There
this
we go.
contract.
That's
You
more
should too.
like it. Okay, we're finally somewhat stable here.
The science division
I
is
would
always on the lookout
venture.
for ways to improve our bottom line.
Alright, carnivore fossil. We have the only upgrade that you need in the whole game, the dig yield, so I'm gonna grab that. And let's go after a Dilophosaurus skeleton fossil piece so that we can get that carnivore fossil one done. I'm going to delete this temporarily just to see if I get another increased shelter coverage, because for right now, unless we get hit by a really bad tornado, we shouldn't need any shelters. So that's kind of a way to exploit the way the contracts are given to you in the game, so we'll see if that works in our favor. Profit from guest facilities, that's probably going to take a really long time to get done, so we'll just get rid of that one.
We can always use a few more
Okay,
resources.
we
Here's
don't
our chance to
even
earn
have that researched. My kind of My thing with those is, if I don't even have the thing researched, even if it's an easy contract overall, but it's going to take way too much time to do, I just get rid of them if I can afford it. Dinosaur eating from a feeder is pretty easy, so let's go see if I can manage that. Some Struthies eating right over here. There we go.
This might not be great art, but I like it.
Okay, so I'm gonna wait and grab my next contracts before I send out anything, just to kind of see what we get. Alright, so I skipped forward a bit. We got a disease here. I got a wave of not very convenient contracts that I skipped over. I actually caved and just incubated an Edmontosaurus just to get that photo of Edmontosaurus drinking done eventually, just also because it'll add a new species to our list, and it's an easy dinosaur to add into this herbivore enclosure. Refill this while I'm over here. Our Edmontosaurus is done. We can get a picture of this one taking a drink of water, hopefully. Okay, that only took 10 minutes.
You have a real eye for composition.
Alright, let's see what contracts we get.
I've just seen the report on your successful contract. Let's stay at this level moving forward.
I'm gonna grab this because this is the one that Huayangosaurus is susceptible to. If you're ever curious, you can scroll on over. And disease susceptible bracken poisoning, and pretty certain that Ceratosaurus is Campylobacter. So there you go. Immune to bracken poisoning too. That's interesting.
You and I make a great team. I present.
All right, ACU Center. That's
everybody wins. So
gives me a reason to actually build this thing, because I have not done that yet.
If there is something more valuable than a living, breathing, predatory beast from an era long past, then I don't know what that would be.
We can always solve a few more problems.
This may sound cold, but we're actually, two of our Struthiomimuses are probably getting very close to dying from old age anyway. Alright, new genome to 60%. What do we have that's close to 60? Is that Triceratops? It is Triceratops. That's so they researched that very quickly. Is Edmontosaurus susceptible to any? I think Struthiomimus is just susceptible to common cold. What about you? Just common cold. So I don't really need to do anything with diseases for right now. Let's just go take care of this ourselves real quick. Get some revenge on these Struthiomimus for taking 10 minutes to immunize earlier. Let's see. The only thing that'll be a challenge is to determine which one is... There's probably, I don't know, there's probably no way for me to actually know, so...
Asset collection request received.
Well, I got one of the newer ones by accident,
Collecting
but...
asset.
Okay, so that one's done, power outage is almost done, new genome is almost done. Let's apply our dig yield upgrades. I had a feeling we'd run out of power. We'll just get rid of the last one for now, because I don't have the necessary upgrades just yet, but that's what I'll go research. You know what I really should research first is the extra research team. And let's continue getting Triceratops.
Way to go.
Oh, I should have paid closer attention. That one basically didn't give us any money, but, oh well.
An offer just came our way.
Huayangosaurus with
Won't
skin
let it sit too
toughness. I think we can handle that. One 1% chance of failure. I'm feeling risky. Alright, good. These guys are nowhere close to being
You're a naturalist.
put out of their social
You knew that already, I
comfort
suspect.
zone.
Still,
Let's get
Good
our
job completing
third
that
enclosure built just for fun. And we're going to expand this enclosure because this will eventually house Dilophosaurus in it as well. At least that's my plan. There we go. So obviously plenty big for these two, and it should be big enough for Ceratosaurus and Dilophosaurus to coexist as long as I place everything spread apart fairly well. That Huayangosaurus survived incubation, so we can get that one done too.
I've got a new offer for you to review.
And we're on a roll here, so let's go ahead and incubate another 100%. Well, actually, let's grab our contracts first and see if they give us anything that would steer me in one direction or another.
I'm doing what I can to
Combat
help
victories.
you. Do what you can to help the security division.
I feel like we don't do that here.
Let me tell you something that I
Unless I
myself
have like a
heard many
pre-built
times before.
Indominus Rex
I don't know
enclosure
how
that
you
is
did it,
specifically designed
just
for
that you
that
did.
purpose.
So thanks.
Ceratosaurus and Edmontosaurus together.
Or was that money? Either way. You know how to take pictures, right? Everybody does.
No,
this
I don't
next
know how to take
contract
pictures,
should be something
Isaac.
that you can handle.
Just sabotage me again.
It's a dangerous world. And this place makes it more dangerous. This contract can help us with security here.
Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this improved output and also an additional dig team now that we have double the research capacity. We got some odd contracts here. I'm gonna get rid of the photo. The hotel, I'm gonna need to build that eventually, and so I might as well just do that one.
Word is that a new
There we go,
contract
finally an easy one for us. So let's clear out this area. This is where I'm going to have my hotels, is on this side of the path. Kinda annoys me that I went through all that effort to try and keep everything flat, and then I put one building down kinda hastily, and now there's this weird ridge going right down the middle of the park.
Remember, the show must go on. This contract makes that possible.
There we go. I'll probably need to turn something off temporarily in order to power that. And I'm kind of waiting on the money to come in from that one. Alright, good. We got some minerals, as is kind of expected, because we do have the 2 dig yield upgrades going for us. What I'll do is once the hotel is done, I'll just turn this off for a moment to get the contract done, and then I'll turn it back on. There we go, 2 dig teams. And hotel is done. Turn this back on. And if you're wondering, my plan is to actually have a viewing tower that looks out over into here, and that's how we're going to get the visibility for this area when the time comes. Power outages. Let's just go ahead and build another small power station. We're going to need it anyway. Let's see, when I did Isla Tucano, which I did not do a full playthrough of, but I did do a kind of like a expedited tour video for it. I only needed 2 smalls and a medium power station for the whole island. And this is basically the same category of island as Isla Tucano, so hopefully that'll be enough for everything I need. Guest count above 500, so we have some guest number contracts that we're not quite there with yet. So I'm just gonna get rid of those, I suppose. Probably should have gotten rid of them a while ago. Neither of them are too costly.
Nah.
There's an
Who's
easy
there?
one for us.
New contract. That's it. Period.
And that's another pretty good one for us, because
People like to feel
Huayangosaurus is a
secure.
nice,
That's our job.
would be a nice
This
addition
contract
for
enhances
us.
our ability to do so.
And let's just, for fun, let's kind of finish up what this enclosure was going to look like. What I'm probably going to have is this is going to be our ceratopsid enclosure. This will be our stegosaur enclosure, which I will make a little bit bigger. And this will be our Ceratosaurus, Dilophosaurus enclosure. And that should be enough to get us to at least 2 stars, maybe even 3, depending on how I do everything. Alright, we got that one done.
In order, and thanks, too. So, this is me giving you both.
I really
4
like this
new
one. I
dinos.
think you will too.
Let's, we'll send some teams out for Huayangosaurus, since, Lambert wants that genome. And we will continue going for Triceratops, Edmontosaurus, and Struthiomimus. Okay everyone, I was, looking at where we're at. This is probably a good place to stop for today. I'll probably I'll play a little bit in between episodes because we're at a little bit of a lull right now where I'm waiting for some contracts to come in before I can release a whole bunch of new dinosaurs. So thank you all very much for watching. I'm glad. It seems like it was a rough start, but I think we've salvaged this playthrough, although I'm gonna probably have to play pretty quickly to beat par time at this point. So I'll see you in the next one, and thanks again for watching.